Okay, hey guys, welcome to my part of the stream. I'm TheGreenViper8 and hope you've been enjoying nothing but Mario and Sonic, and I'm here to bring you a fan game. This is Sonic before the sequel Aftermath. Fan game released in 2012 by Lake Fepard. It's got some DNA shared with a later game known as Sonic Chrono Adventure released in 2014, and also some DNA shared with before and after the sequel, some great fan games, but I run Aftermath because it's a fun little compact Metroidvania game. So I hope you guys enjoy it all. So there's not really too much more to say before I begin the run. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. I hope that was right. I hope I did the right thing. So yeah, I already mentioned this is a fan game released in 2012, and it shows its age a bit. It's definitely not up there with some of the newer fan games, but it's still got its charm. These levels look gorgeous, and this music is brilliant as well. So all the hype on that one. We're about to come up to our first major trick of the game, and it's known as the Sunset Sun Fling, because it takes place in Sunset Sun, and you do a fling. So we build up a bit of speed here, and fling. So that skips us having to go into a bottomless pit slightly faster. It's all about the small little time saves here in Sunset Sun. That's what we're all about. So because it's Metroidvania, we have to have cutscenes. These are completely pointless. There's 2 of them in the run. Don't really want them. That's bad. But yeah, there's another one coming up. It's even more pointless. That one, at least it's fast. So up here we have a trick that was just discovered a week ago. It's inconsistent. I got it first try. I'm very happy about that. Gonna move on a bit. So yeah, that saves about like 5 seconds of platforming. So got to implement those small little time saves on games like this where they're really short. And here's the second cutscene. So this guy tells us about how we have to go and chase Eggman, which is sort of par for the course, but I've turned away. I'm not listening. He's not listening. We're all not listening. See, look, it was official first try. So this is Sunset Star Zone. Yeah, don't get confused with the names. This zone is a lot of precise platforming, which sounds bad, but it's actually pretty fun. So main thing you want to look out for is your jumps. You've got to stay on good cycles as well, but you've got to decide, do I want to do a small jump? Do I want to do a big jump? In my case, a lot of small little jumps, but it's a lot of sort of planning out what you want to do on this stage, and that's why I quite enjoy it. Use the peel out? Yeah, I should use the peel out. Also, I am reading chat, but this stage is a bit of a slower stage. That means I can read chat a bit more. But one thing you're going to notice here as well is the music. This game borrows music from Sonic before the sequel and Sonic after the sequel, even though that one wasn't released yet. But it also borrows one track from Sonic Unleashed, which we'll be hearing a bit later on. But this is a lovely track. You guys who know me off my own streams know I love sax. Small little skip there. Skips having to go into another pit. But yeah, aside from that, what we're on our way to do now is we're about to go and get a sword, and I didn't mean to do that, but the sword is a very sort of one-trick pony. It breaks down walls. It does nothing else of use at all. So yeah, that's all really left. So it's just small corridors in this stage, quite a bit. That's the main thing around here. Cool. So this is where we get it. This is a very small stage once again. We are gonna grab the sword, and here's the walls in question. Look, there they are. Whoa, look at them. Admire them. They're done. So not only is it slower than walking speed, but it also doesn't let you spin dash in sword form. So basically, the second you're done with the wall, it's fastest just to switch away. So there's not too many of these. In fact, it gets replaced with another gimmick later in the game. I'm giving this game a bit of a bad rep, but no, it really is fun. So gonna charge up a spin dash, switch to sword, mess it up. But what that would normally do is it allow me to run through here because it puts me into a walking state, and I can just walk through that enemy. Yeah, you sort of expect something along the lines of Black Knight, but it really doesn't happen. Also, this game has platform cycles. Really adding to the list of things you don't want in a fun game is platform cycles, but they're there. That one's not too bad. I can recover from that one if it goes wrong. I can't recover from this one if it goes wrong, but thank goodness we got it right. And Disguise Sonic and Black Knight 2 isn't the way I'd put it, because I actually quite like that game. Bit of a guilty pleasure, just like this one, in a sense. But yeah, I'd recommend checking out Chrono Adventure over this one for a casual playthrough, but for a speed run, this one's got to be the superior one. Anyway, almost out of here. Not too much more to say, because it's fairly dull. around these parts. And coming up next is Lost Liquid, a stage which has all the elements of a bad speedrun, but it's actually very fun. So you'll see why, but don't jump in this corridor, or otherwise you lose the ability to move. I don't know why you do, but you can't move as soon as you leave the corridor, so don't do that. So this is the last instance of platform cycles, or this stage is. One more sword wall as well, and it's down for the count. So one thing this stage has is leaps of faith. I got one of them. Can we get the second one? No, because I haven't been getting it in practice, but we can try. we can have a good attempt at it. But this is the Sonic Unleashed track in question. This is from Cool Edge Night, I believe. Not as good as the Hub World music for that stage, but still one of my faves. And yeah, get all your sour pleases out in chat during this game. I forgot that was an emote. I forgot that was a thing. But, some more precise platforming. Each stage shares a little thing from the last. This is the 6-tap corridor. We used to call it that because you used to 6-tap through it. Nowadays we've realised that's really slow, so just charge up a few taps. And yeah, people in the chat are getting it right. This is very good for a fan game, but there's better out there. But it's still a fun fan game. That's why I run it after all. So for last instance of platform cycles, then we can actually have some pure gameplay action. And the second half of the run is really where things begin to ramp up in terms of the tricks involved. Anyway, spin dash here, and you get enough speed that you can just run on top of those pillars, no worries. So let's see if I can get the fast strat here. Yes, I can. Cool. That's faster than stopping and spin dashing again, which is what you meant to do. So this is technically the first time we revisit a stage. You may have noticed we did earlier, but we go on a different route. Here we just straight up go on the same route. But now we have the swords, we can actually come down here on this path. That was good. Well, and that's the last instance of the sword. So the one trick pony is officially gone. We're about to replace it with another one. We're about to get the hover boots. But this stage has some cool death abuse strats coming up, because who doesn't like death? I imagine most people. So what we want to do is we want to run into as many badniks as possible, and we want to have less than 10 rings by the time we reach the end of the stage. So we're doing pretty well so far, and I also want to incorporate some small little time saves. So here's hoping I can do them. This track's also a personal favourite, by the way. Oh, I messed that up. Whoops. That's fine. It's not too much, but it's small little time saves, as I say in this game. So let's get some more enemies. That's the last one I need. If I did it right, that would have been the last one I needed. Come on. Okay, so now I can play a bit more risky, because risk equals reward, but yeah, you'll see what the risk I mean is. And yeah, Old Clobs in the chat is completely right. This game was sort of a test as well for Spark the Electric Jester, a completely original game the creator made. But here we have the hover boots, and you can either charge up a massive sort of boost, or you can do small little one-taps in the air. That's what I choose to do personally. And you can also go sideways, you can go up, any direction you want. It's completely free. Speaking of completely free, here's the death abuse. So I found this once by being bad, but that saves a minute because it saves having to backtrack. Also, fun fact, we technically don't have the power-up we're using right now, because even though it's in the active power-up slot, because we died, it didn't get saved into our available power-up. So the second we switch away from it, we can no longer use it. So let's avoid doing that. That's a good plan. So yeah, this death abuse just sort of works due to wonky coding. That's how a lot of the tricks in this game work, because, no offense, these games are brilliant, but they're sort of made in a one-size-fits-all Sonic fan games engine, so that's why they have a lot of problems. If you notice any, it's a feature, I swear. But this is one or two stages that this gimmick's actually useful in. They're not power-ups, they're gimmicks. The second one is coming up right here. And this one's fun, but sadly, it's way too short. So there used to be a leap of faith here, and you used to have to try and run through this enemy, but no need to do that anymore, because you can just, we figured out, oh yeah, you can just hover over it. Always do that, whoops. So one last thing I have to explain before we get into the final boss. Coming up here, we're going to charge going into this cutscene, because that allows us to immediately release and gain a burst of speed the second we come into the game. So now, coming up is a quick kill, and look, proof we no longer have the high jump shoes. Anyway, so what I want to do here is I want to get 4 quick slashes with the sword. I'm failing to do that, quite miserably actually. Wow. So you're going to see what I'm normally meant to do. I'm normally meant to jump on the spring, slowly hit him with a well-timed jump, and also, by the way, time's coming up. Time. But what I'm normally meant to do is I'm normally meant to sit there, slowly jump at him with springs. The boss takes like 2 to 3 minutes, but you can hit him 4 times by clipping into his hitbox with the sword. That's what I choose to do. It's a feature, I swear, guys. Anyway, that was something before the sequel Aftermath. I'm pretty much done, but I do just want to say a huge shout out to the Lake Fepard fan game community over on Discord. If you go and check speedrun.com/SBTSA, you can find the leaderboards for this game, but if you go on the forums, you can find our Discord server. Super chill in there. We work on stuff like speedrunning the games, editing the games, modding them, etc. Whole bunch of fun. If you want to come and join us, you feel like running this game, you feel a bit enticed to run this game afterwards. That's where we are. But yeah, I've been TheGreenViper8. Continue to donate, continue to keep watching, and enjoy the Mario run coming up next. That's all I've got to say. See you later.
Alrighty, you all. Short, sweet, and to the point, yo. Sonic before the sequel Aftermath. I tell you, a lot of cool little ROM hacks out there, man. It's always fun to see these little short, cool games like that. And of course, right now, we're going to get ready and move over to our next game. I'm going back and forth between Sonic and Mario titles. So, coming up next, first of all, make sure you follow TheGreenViper8 as well. Make sure you do that. Follow everybody that you can. Coming up next, we have, oh boy, we have Invictus. By the way, that doggone, really good at commentary, man. We got Invictus coming up. Yeah, so for those of you all, this is not Alan Knight, the courage me, black as a pit from pole to pole. I think whatever guides me for my unconquerable soul. That's not that Invictus. Shouts out to Pledging for knowing that. But we do have that good old Kaizo Mario ROM hack. Visually, it is just stunning. Technically, it's a game I will never play because I enjoy living a nice, healthy, long life. That's why we have a Kaizo Mario community who is passionate enough to shorten their lifespan by playing levels that can take them 48 hours to clear on their first attempt. Alrighty, and Invictus will be played by the one and only Noble Tofu. So we're going to get them all set up in just a few moments, and we're going to rock over with some Kaizo Mario. Speaking of Kaizo Mario, hey, we still got that $10,000 goal to not only have this one played, but add in Grand Poo World. Hey, maybe we can tempt Barb for a sneak peek of Grand Poo World 2, right? Yeah, probably no chance of that one. I'm really pressing my luck on that one. Lows all over the place. Before we get that going, I just want to read a couple donations here. We've got $10 from Gold Sam, who says, Big John told me to donate, I donate. Thank you, Gold Sam. And we've got $20 from No Diggity that says, much love to Big John and the runners. Yeah, bump me. It's all about you all and helping support the kids here. Child's Play is an amazing charity and great support. And Percy knows for $20 as well that says, always willing to support a good cause. We have $3,305.13. Hey, we have to at least tie the first event, Nothing But Golf. We still got to reach that 4,700 to tie that event. Will Sonic and Mario fall behind the support that Golf got? I don't know. Only time will tell. All right, I'll be back in a few moments when we get ready to start Invictus.